COVID-19 has come. It is not so fun. We're caught in between. This is not a dream, but we're making it work. We're making it work. Let's get to work.
Really am happy to have you on here, Kimberley. And we only met about 2 weeks ago virtually because my friend Anna tagged me in a post and that you were willing to help entrepreneurs during this time because you're going through your own stuff, which I would like you to talk about. And we talked, and you kind of helped me see that maybe one of my service offerings could be storytelling and how to package it. Well, this is one way that I'm doing storytelling. So this is what came out of it.
Yes, and really cool.
Thank you. So I'm trying to get entrepreneurial stories out there about how we're handling how are we navigating uncertainty? How are we choosing to focus, to continue on, like to talk about resilience and what it is that we see. So we talked a little bit earlier about everything is going online and there's so much crowdedness on social media, and how do you maintain that authentic voice? And I would love to pick up on that again. So, but first, Kimberley, could you introduce yourself and tell us what it is you do?
All right. So, of course, my name is Kimberley, and born and raised in the Netherlands. I traveled a lot throughout my life, and that's when, because when I was 10 actually, I went to Australia for the first time with my family. And that's when I realized I wanted to speak English. I told my parents, I asked them, what are they saying? And I what is it? Those sounds, they sound, really sound like music to my ears. And my mom said, well, that's English. And I said, I want that. So, because that's a good introduction to my passion for the English language, because I am a language coach. I help Dutch entrepreneurs to be more confident in speaking English. Because it is the world language, and especially in business, because also the Netherlands, we are very international. And English is going to help us, because Dutch is of course only spoken here and a little bit in Belgium, but that's basically it. And I really want to help other people, to get that confidence back, because many of them, I realize, they have a very, very negative experience at school. They were laughed at, or they were told no, your English is not good enough, or, oh no, you're never going to make it. And I just want to inspire them, because I know how it feels to learn a second language, because I had to put a lot of effort in it, because you're trying to speak Dutch and learn Dutch. But it's really hard work. I love social media. So I'm posting the things, what I am going through as a new entrepreneur, but also, my own development as a person. So I'm sharing my things on Instagram. That's it for now.
Tell me how your life has changed since this crisis.
So what I was doing, I was teaching at companies, only offline. So I got in my car, drove to a company, and then I was teaching English to them and helping them out. And also, also with a bit of how can you, for example, go internationally with your company? How is that, how can you arrange that? And what are the possibilities? And then I help employees, of companies with their English. And then I was planning on leaving to Bonaire, because that's where my parents live. And I really thought all right, I'm gonna, because I really wanted to go to the United States actually after that. So I was okay, first I'm going to Bonaire for a couple of months, just relax and see what I can do online. And then, this whole coronavirus thing happened. And then my flight got canceled because I was leaving actually on the 18th March, and then it was 18th, that's on a Wednesday, and the Saturday before that I received the email your flight is cancelled. And I was No, but I just sold my house, just because it's just, a few days in between. Like it's like a few months, all right, but a few weeks, but like it's a few days. How is this possible?
Yeah.
So then I was really like, okay, so what's next? So I stayed at my friend's house for, a week. But then I thought I really need, my own space. I really need to figure out what I'm going to do, because I finished all my offline courses. And now, even if I wanted to teach offline, it's not possible. Another friend of mine, she works at a campsite. So I asked her, like, do you maybe have like something available for me? And they luckily had, because it's empty here. So now I actually have my own space again. And so I'm a little bit stuck in my own country.
I'm also so admiring of your resilience. So how are you able to kind of wake up in the morning and take it as it comes? Because that's what it feels like when I talk to you.
Well, of course, it goes with ups and downs. Some days I really feel like, oh my God, why is this happening? If you feel a bit like the victim,
Yeah.
And I feel like, oh, why is this, and it's not gonna happen, and I'm never gonna make that enough money, or how I'm gonna deal with this. But then other days I feel really good. Like today, I'm talking to you, I'm having this interview with you, and I'm going to follow an online class after this. And I started like my real talk on Instagram. So I think, connecting more nowadays, even like I'm by myself here, because I'm really like this, I really like to connect with people also offline. I really need that energy. But now I actually realize that I really enjoy doing things online as well. And that actually gives me kind of a freedom I never knew I would have. I think if this coronavirus thing didn't happen, I'm not sure if I would, do things like this. And now I'm just doing it because I'm here anyway. And I'm like, I have this time. I'm by myself. Let's make, the most out of it. And now I'm actually doing this and I really enjoy it.
And
So that's so cool.
It is really cool. And so what I'm hearing from you is like, it's this for you, you're looking at it as a path to discovery.
Yeah. Because I think, for everyone, it's teaching you something. This, we, of course we are at home more, and we need to think, like, I think about jobs and family and our health and our world, with nature, what's happening. So I think for all of us, this is a really good time to really think about the things we want to, and how we want to continue with our lives. And we see other possibilities, like also I see it in my own family, like my niece is, using this online platform to talk to her classmates. Think like that, we are so connected. And I think we were very disconnected in this world. Even though we had social media and things like that, we were so disconnected. And now you see also offline the things we do for each other, do groceries for someone, send someone a card, but also online. We are using these platforms. We are asking each other, like, how are you doing? Can I do something for you? Even if it's online or offline. So I think this is really, we are getting back together again.
Yeah, we're getting back together by serving, I think, is what you're saying, and like being authentic in that serving. And what I see though a lot is, and I myself am posting a lot because I'm also trying to experiment. But there's still like this like social media norm of either like inundating you with all this negative stuff, or not showing what life is really like for you as a person. And I'm even sometimes that I'm not excluded in any of this, right? So how do you how do you stay close to yourself in this? I think that's my question.
Well, first of all, I turn off the news. I don't watch any news. I know that sounds maybe a bit strange, because especially now people are, the media, they're posting so many things. And I, the things I hear, because my sister is really into looking at the news and watching it on television. And she's looking it up all the time. She has all the latest information about the coronavirus, how many people died and stuff like that. So I think for her, it's a way of dealing with it. And for me, it's like, then I know things, of course, because she tells me and I hear it from other people, but I don't watch the news, not on my phone, not on the television, nothing. Only, of course, when when we talk about rules, what's happening in our country, but that's basically it. And that really helps me, because I know how it works. When you get yourself into these in this negative mode, then then things are happening and you get in this negative spiral, and then it all goes downwards. And then I'm not watching any news at all. So I just focus on the positive things that are actually around me. I focus on love and things that I like doing. And also for social media, I'm really selective now, the people I'm actually following on social media, the stories like the Instagram stories I watch, the posts I'm gonna read, because I don't want to feel that pressure anymore.
The pressure to
I don't know, to do things that I feel like we have to do things now. We have to do this, we have to do that. No, I don't have to do anything. I just need to stay close to myself. And the only way I can do it is like doing stuff that I really like doing, getting my vibration up, or how do we say that, this positive vibration, making sure I take care of myself by eating healthy food. Meditation is really working out for me, journaling, things like that. And then I think focus on the things that make me happy.
Yeah. And then by focusing on the things that make you happy, are you learning to trust yourself more in your own journey as you figure out what your next steps are?
Yeah, I think so. Because I was a bit, like also with the online thing, now I'm actually just doing it. And before that, I was really anxious about things like, oh, if I go live on Instagram, what will people think of me? Like really that fear of judgment. And now I actually feel like, I'm just going to do whatever I think is fun to do and see what happens. And if you like it, you like it. And if you don't, you can just unfollow me. And I'm totally okay with that. It's not that I focus on the amount of followers. I really want to connect with my followers. That's more, even if I have like 2 followers, but I can really connect with them, I'm totally fine with that.
Is there any way that we can support you, Kimberley, in your journey?
In my journey? Oh, I'm not sure actually. To support. Well, the thing is, if someone, because I think we are doing a little bit of the same. Well, you're doing it more like an interview way, and I'm just trying to go live on Instagram in a real talk.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking for that deeper connection with people. And for me, especially the combination, because I always struggle between like, oh, I really need to do everything in English, or I need to do things in Dutch. And I just love that combination. And also for me, to get myself out there in public to speak English in front of other people instead of like just a very small group that I'm teaching, because I always feel more comfortable. So this is, I think, if someone wants to support me, you can, sign up for my real talk on Instagram, and we have this awesome conversation.
And I hope you have a beautiful day today. And
thank you.
We'll talk again soon.
Yes, we will. Thank you.
COVID-19 has come. It is not so fun. We're caught in between. This is not a dream, but we're making it work. We're making